Okay, folks, welcome to NKTelco Sports. We're here at Anna High School this afternoon to bring you high school tournament softball action, where today's visitors, the Miami Vikings, coming to town to play the Rockets. Today's game is brought to you by Minster Bank, Schwaderman's Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NKTelco, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, Moran's Refrigeration, and First National Bank. It's a great day here, folks. Happy to have you along with us as this kicks off I'll call it the tournament action for softball version 2019, as the Miami East Vikings come to town under the direction of Brian Cadle, and they're going to take on the Anna Rockets under the direction of Mike Place. The two teams are very similar in record. The latest record that I have on Anna is that they are 7-10, and the Miami East Vikings are 9-11. So you can see two very similarly matched teams as the records indicate, and both teams are hoping that they can advance. Obviously, this is win you go on, lose you go home. So this is the beginning of the tournament. We've got the starting lineups here for you in just a minute, but I don't know what the holdup is here right now, but we've got the infield ready to go, I guess. So on the hill for the Rockets tonight will be Elena Crossan. She's starting out, and her battery mate will be Grace Maurer. The Vikings are going to be sending their first three players to the plate. That'll be Teeters, Kovault, and Kirby. That will be Abigail Kovault, the second baseman. We've got two Kovalts in the lineup. The other one will follow down farther. So right now it's 1-2-3 for the Vikings, as the Rockets are waiting. Everybody's waiting. We've had the national anthem, so I'm not quite sure what the holdup is right now. Coach Place is going to go out and talk to one of the umpires. There are two umpires here, and they're both on the field, so I guess everything's been solved, and we're about to start. So a few more warm-up pitches here by Elena, and she gets ready to go for the Lady Rockets. Great day for softball. A little bit warmer today than it's been in the last few days. We're in the mid-70s. There is a little bit of a breeze. It's coming from the south. In this case, it's going to blow from right field to left field. Probably will help any ball that's hit up in the jet streams a little bit if you're looking for some additional carry for the balls that go to left field. So Elena Crossan on the plate, on the slab there for the Rockets. Her record is 7-9, and she is got an ERA of 5.5. She's got 64 Ks and 27 base on balls, so pretty good 2-to-1 ratio there, almost better than that actually. So we'll be getting there's your starting lineup for the Miami East Vikings. So Teeters coming to the plate, followed by Kovault and Kirby. Steps in, number 17, Callie Teeters, steps in on the left side, and she fouls the first one back over the visitors' dugout. So count goes 0-1 on Teeters there very quickly. Try to keep track of that for you, folks. It's a little difficult. And that one is low for a ball. So count evens, 1-1 on Teeters. Crossan winds, fires, and that one is a little high and wide, so that's ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's off the plate, so the count goes 3-1. So after being ahead there just a little bit on the first pitch foul, now has fallen behind, 3-1. So Teeters is in the driver's seat to say. And there she lines one left side, foul. Hits against the screening, rolls out to left field, and the left fielder picks it up. So Callie will return to the plate. She's the center fielder for the Vikings. So the 3-2 pitch now. There's one ratcheted right up the center, right past the pitcher's ankles. Nobody there to pick it up, so a single there for Teeters as she's down at first. And Abigail Kovault, the second baseman, steps in. Abigail is hitting .413 on the year, a nice average. The Vikings are a very young squad. They have 3 seniors, and there's a swing and a miss. The runner goes down, the throw is down, but it's high and late. So stolen base there for Teeters. So a runner, so to speak, already in scoring position. And nice stop there by the catcher. Abigail Kovault, the second baseman for the Vikings. And that 1-1 pitch is hit towards just past the second baseman into center field. The center fielder gloves it, but really has no play at the plate. So Teeters comes all the way around to score the first run as a single by Kovault gets into center field. Hit just in the right place. And that will bring Kylie Kirby to the plate. She's the shortstop for the Vikings. Bluff run there, as well as a bluff throw. As I was saying, the Vikings are a young squad, 3 seniors, 1 junior, and everybody else are freshmen and sophomore. There's a one-hopper down to third, off of the third baseman's foot. The throw into third, not in time. Yes, in time. Yes, in time. As Kovault tried to go all the way to third, she is thrown out on a 7-5 for the first out. The single goes up the center, though, by Kirby off the third baseman's foot, actually. And that brings Samantha Urban to the plate, the right fielder. And that's there for a strike. So 1 run in, 1 out. There's a rip foul right past the coach's box down there by third base. So Kirby down at second now. Samantha Urban, the right fielder, at the plate. And Ariel Barnes will be the next batter. She's the DH, or the designated player as they refer to him here. And there's a change of pace outside and high, didn't bite on it. So the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a pop fly behind the plate. The catcher's back, runs out of room. Goes about 7 feet farther than the screening, so foul ball. Samantha Urban, the right fielder. The next one is hits batsman, so Urban goes to the first base. Hit by the pitch. That puts Urban on first, Kirby on second, Barnes coming to the plate, and Ashley Kovault on deck. There's a swing and a foul straight back for strike 1. So 2 on, 1 out, and 1 run in. There's a pretty well hit ball off to the right side, foul. When I left the plate area here, I thought it was going to stay fair, but nope, got foul. Barnes in, and that pitch is high. Number 19, Ariel Barnes. Ashley Koval on deck. And there's a swing and a miss for a strikeout. So Barnes is retired for the second out. The left fielder, Ashley Koval, comes to the plate. And Caitlin Roop on deck. She's showing bunt. And she pulls it back. The runners advance though. And no throw there. Coach Place wanted his kids to throw the ball, but there was none. The third baseman charged. The shortstop did cover the bag, but didn't throw the ball. Might have been a bang play, and that one's high and wide. So count goes 1-1 on the batter. There's a foul over the home screen behind the plate for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a low pitch, but once again fouled back by Koval. Caitlin Roop, the pitcher, is on deck. Number 31, the left fielder, at the plate. 2-1, 2 outs, and there's one hit on the ground towards the third baseman. Over, got it, and out at first. Quick throw, got her in time, so that means that's 3 outs, but there was 1 run pushed across by the Miami East Vikings, so they lead after a half an inning of play, 1-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
Okay, all right, we're back here at Rockets Field where the Rockets are coming to the plate for the first time today. They'll be sending up Grace Maurer, the catcher, Carrie White, the center fielder, and Olivia Place, the shortstop. 1, 2, 3. So see once if they can add something to the plate because they now trail 1-0. Grace Maurer is the catcher. She's hitting .322 on the year. Had 4 doubles on the year besides, and she's got 2 home runs on the year. And she bluffs a bunt, pulls it back, and it's not there for a ball. So Grace is ahead in the count real quick here. 1-0, and that time she stabs out of a high pitch, and it misses, so it's 1-1 on Grace Maurer. Caitlin Roop on the slab for the Vikings. That one is low. Caitlin's pitched 32.6 innings this year. She's got an ERA of 4.07, not too bad. 71 strikeouts, 46 balls, and there is one finally laid down. Back to the mound, and safe. Second baseman covering, missed the bag. The throw was in time, but it took a double look by the umpire, and he saw that her foot was not on the bag. So down at first stands Grace Maurer on an error by the second baseman. So 1 on. Okay. Right now, the Vikings coach, Brian Cadle, is out to talk with the umpire to get the ruling on why it was. He did signal out at first, but finally realized, I believe, that the foot was not on the bag. So number 3, Carrie White, the center fielder, comes to the plate. Carrie is batting .508 on the year. And that is low and outside for a ball. One-0 count. There's a ball ricochet right. Oh, and gets by the right fielder also. That goes all the way to the screen. They're waving. Oh, they held both runners. And then the ball gets free in the infield. And Maurer scores anyhow. So Maurer, who had stopped at third, then got free as the ball got free in the infield. So Carrie White's going to be credited with a double as she drives that runner home. Olivia Place now comes to the plate, the shortstop. Olivia's batting around .500. There's a one-hopper to the catcher. Gloved nicely there. No advancement. And Elena Crossan on deck. No, I'm sorry. Let's skip some here. Taylor Spence, the left fielder, on deck. There's a ball chopped back to the mound. Over to first. That's the first out. So Olivia is retired on a 1-3. White continues on to third, and Taylor Spence comes to the plate, the left fielder. Taylor's batting .327. There's a ball in the dirt. Gloved nicely by the catcher. No advancement by anybody. Carrie White at third, ready to score. One out. There's a ball laced into left field. Nobody can play that. One hop there by the left fielder. So Carrie White scores on an RBI single there by Taylor Spence. That brings Elena Crossan, the pitcher, to the plate. She'll be followed by Brandy Weber. And she looks at a ball up high. Offered just a little bit, but pulled it back. Taylor Spence down at first with a single. Hit the ball right on the nose. There's one low. That's low, so Crossan has an advantage in the count, 2-0. One out, one run in. That's way high. So the count goes to 3-0. 3-0 on the opposing number. Pitcher versus pitcher here. Elena Crossan. There's a ball hit to left field between the shortstop and third baseman. And a nice single there by Elena Crossan. As Spence moves on to second, Brandy Weber, the third baseman, comes to the plate. Brandy's been hitting .358 so far this year. There's a fly ball hit well. That's going over the left fielder's head. That goes all the way to the screen. One run will cross the plate as Taylor Spence comes home. Erin Crossan moves all the way to third, and Brandy Weber is standing at second with a double. So nice hit there by her as it cleared the left fielder's head, went all the way to the screen, all the way to the fence, and then gave the runners a chance. Now the runner on first could not leave as early as they had liked because of the ball possibly being caught, but after it cleared their head of the left fielder, not much chance on getting anybody. So we've got runners standing at second and third for the Rockets. There is one out now in the inning. And Carissa Edwards, number 29, the right fielder, is going to step in. Going to switch pitchers here real quick for Miami East. And we're going to bring, I think, Roop to the hill. This will be number 16, just a second. Yep, Caitlin Roop will come to, nope, I'll take that back. It's Kylie Kirby will be coming to the mound. Kirby is another freshman pitching for the Vikings. So, switch pitchers here in the bottom of the first. Try to see once if you can stem the tide. You can always turn around and bring your other pitcher back. That's been done. It's almost like a relief. Go sit down, take a break, and then come back. So, number 16 on the hill. There's a ball ripped to left field. Played nicely by the left fielder. Edwards down at first with a single, and Elena Crossan crosses the plate with another run as Weber moves on to third. So they're at first and third for the Rockets. Brielle Collier stepping in now, number 5. There's a throw down to third, not in time. Ball gets out of the glove of the third baseman. Don't know if it would have been an out. But Carissa Edwards has moved to second base on that play. And that's outside. Count goes 2-0 on Collier, wearing that Johnny Bench number 5 jersey. And there she tries a bunt. Fouls it back. That'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, sorry, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Collier steps back in. Maggie Stiffel on deck. Swings at that one and misses. So count goes 2-2 on Collier. Maggie Stiffel, the first baseman, on deck. And there's foul off to the left side. Coach Place will go down there and retrieve it. Gives it to the third baseman, and now back to the circle with the pitcher. And the next pitch, Wets high. Snagged nicely by the catcher. Count goes full, 3-2. 3-2. 1 out, 4 runs in. And that one's wide of the plate, so Collier picks up a base on balls, and she moves on to first base. Maggie Stiffel, the first baseman, steps in. Stiffel hitting at a 276 clip. She looks at one on the knees on the outside of the plate for a strike. The next offering there, high. So Kirby's got to come back with strikes now. There's a foul at the plate, beat over to the left side. Kylie Kirby on in relief here in inning number 1. Kirby with a 4.07 ERA. She winds, she fires, and that, and again, fouled back at the plate. Kirby's got 16 strikeouts, but she's given up 26 walks. Not quite the ratio you like, but right now she looks pretty good. And there's one lifted to left center, but it's going to fall in front of everybody. And the throw over to third, and that will retire the runner at second, who got hung up in between. So one more run did come in because Weber has scored. And we now still have runners at first and second. And we go back to the top of the order. Grace Maurer at the plate. She looks at one at the eyes for a ball. So Stiffel has a single, and then Edwards is thrown out at third. There's a high fly, caught nicely by the left fielder, running back about 2 or 3 steps off of the fence, but out number 3 there. But in the top of the first, the Rockets were able to push 5 across. So after 1, it is Rockets 5, Miami East 1. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
First pitch to lead off the second inning is low for a ball. The Vikings are going to send 7, 8, and 9 to the plate. That'll be Roop, Miller, and Noble. Roop, the pitcher, starting pitcher, now already with relief, but she's still going to be batting and may return to pitch. So 7, 8, and 9 here in the top of the second for the Vikings. There's a foul ball that can't be played. Just a little off to the right side of the plate. Maurer chased it but couldn't get it. So Roop goes back. She goes back and the count is 2-1 on her. Pitcher versus pitcher. There's one beat off the plate, back to the mound, over to first, and in time. So nicely played there by Crossan for out number 1. That brings Braven Mills to the plate for the Vikings. Braven's hitting .250. And she will be followed by Kenzie Noble. And there's one laced down the right field side, foul. Kenzie Noble, the catcher, will be on deck. Braven Mills is the third baseman. There's one beat up the center, past the second baseman, into center field. Picked up there by the right fielder and returned to the infield. A single by Braven Mills has her standing down at first. Kenzie Noble, the catcher, coming to the plate for the first time. Batting .316. Callie Teeters, the center fielder, is in the on-deck circle. Pitch there is low. Momentarily lost by the catcher, but no advancement by the runner. Kenzie Noble, .316 on the year. There's one hit to short. Over to second. Can't quite get it out of the glove in time, and safe at first. So Noble is safe on a fielder's choice, but retired Mills on a little 6-4 for out number 2. And that brings Callie Teeters back to the plate for the second time. And the Vikings are going to put a designated runner out here. That will be number 10. And I am apologetic. I don't have a number 10 on my roster. Wonderful. I don't know who it is, so I'm sorry. Number 10 running for the Vikings at first. So Crossan gets ready to pitch. Looks in for the signal from Maurer. Maurer looks for the signal from the bench. And there's a ball outside. 2-0 on the batter. Number 17, Callie Teeters. Teeters hitting at 404 clip. And there's one that gets by everybody and goes to the screen. So the runner moves on to second. So Teeters has got an opportunity to get an RBI here for the Vikings. 3-0 the count. That one is outside and low for ball 4. So Teeters gets a base on balls and she trots down to first. So there's 2 out, but there's 2 on. That brings the second baseman, Abigail Koval, to the plate. Abigail swings at that one and fouls it straight back. Abigail singled her first time up. She got thrown out from left field to third base as she tried to go from first to third. Kylie Kirby on deck. That was low for a ball right there, but a little bit low. 1-1 the count. There's a high fly right side. Right fielder there. Underneath it, Edwards has it for out number 3. So Kirby's retired on a fly to right. I'm sorry, Koval is retired there on a fly to right for out number 3. And so after 2, it remains 5-1 in favor of the Rockets. We'll be right back.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Okay, as we go to the bottom of the second, it will be for the Rockets. Carrie White, Olivia Place, and Taylor Spence. 2, 3, and 4. So Kirby's still pitching, and third baseman runs down a little pop fly there on the left side. She gloves it one-handed for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Olivia Place, the shortstop, comes up. Taylor Spence, the left fielder, is on deck. There's a ball lined in the gap up to left center. Over there quickly, though, and cut off. And right there, Olivia Place stays at first with a nice single to left. Taylor Spence will come up. So first hit on the night, or on the day for Olivia. Taylor Spence coming to the plate, left fielder. She's been up once, and she had a single and an RBI, and she scored a run. So good productive afternoon for Taylor Spence, the left fielder. There she rips one to right field, but right at the right fielder, but it gets by the right fielder. Spence following all the way to third. Place coming home. The throw in, not in time. So Olivia Place scores all the way from first for out number 2, or for a score with no out, only out one, and Taylor Spence ends up at third with a triple. So a 3-base hit there by Taylor Spence and an RBI, her second RBI on the afternoon. And that'll bring number 9, Elena Clausen, to the plate. Elena had a single her first time up, scored a run. Randy Weber is on deck. And that one is there for a strike to Elena. Number 9 at the plate, Elena Clausen, the pitcher for the Rockets. And that's there for a strike at the belt. So quickly she falls behind, 0-2. 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. The next pitch swung on and missed by Crossan. She goes down via the K for out number 2. Taylor Spence remains down there at third. Third baseman, Randy Weber, comes to the plate. Number 18. She had a double her first time up. Had an RBI. She scored a run. And Carissa Edwards, number 29. There's one hit up the middle. 2 hops to the shortstop. Over first in time, and Weber is retired on a little 6-3. However, the Rockets punch across another run in that inning, and they now lead 6-1. We'll be right back.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
All right, back here at Rockets Field, top of the third. Vikings coming to the plate for their third try. Batter is Kylie Kirby, and she just fouls that one off. Her first pitch to her was off the plate for a ball, and now she fouled that one, so count evens on her. 1-1. Samantha Urban on deck and Ariel Barnes to follow. There's a ball lifted along the left field line, right at the screen. Tough play by anybody, and nobody could get it. So Kirby will come back and try it again. Third inning, Vikings trailing 6-1. Elena Crossan on the slab for the Rockets. Pop fly in the infield. Shortstop place underneath it, and she has it. So fly out to the shortstop quickly. Samantha Urban, the right fielder, comes to the plate. Urban hitting .364. First time up, she had a sacrifice. There's one that she got on top of. That goes way out to left field. Knocked down there by the left fielder, but not much of a chance. So Samantha Urban pulls into second with a double. So Vikings have a runner on. Ariel Barnes, the designated player, comes to the plate. Number 19 struck out her first time up. Fouls that one back off the hands. Hitting out of the 5 spot for the Vikings. She'll be followed by number 31, Ashley Kovalt, the left fielder. So Barnes looking to get something positive on the board. And a change of pace way out in front of that one for a strike. Quickly, she falls behind, 0-2. This is the top of the third. And that one's in the dirt, way short. Nicely grabbed there by Grace Maurer. She keeps it in front of her in her glove. No runner or advance. And the next one is high. So count evens on Barnes, 2-2. And that one stays upstairs for a ball, 3-2. Count goes full. Ashley Koval on deck. And there's a swing and a miss. As Barnes can't catch up to that one. That was kind of on the inside, off the fist. She gets it for a swinging strike. There's 2 away. Koval steps in. Really shortens up on the bat. Popped up over the screen. Foul. Strike 1. Koval really chokes up. And I say choke up. I think she's 4 inches off the knob. Yeah, make it 3. But really shortens up that bat. So pitch there to her was not there, so it's count evens, 1-1. Ashley grounded out to the third baseman her first time. There's one popped in the center. Second baseman has it and retired there for the third out. So 4 batters come to the plate, but nobody moves across the plate. So after 2.5, it's still 5-1 in favor of the Rockettes.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
Okay, Kylie Kirby on the hill for the Vikings, number 16. She's going to face the bottom third of the Rockets order, 7, 8, and 9, Edwards, Collier, and Stiffel. Edwards had a single the first time up today. There she pops one up to the infield. It's all, and nobody can get it as it falls almost over at the on-deck circle in front of the Vikings bench. So the only person I think who really had a shot at was the catcher, and I don't think she found it right away, so nobody touched it. Here comes Edwards. She pops this one towards third base. Third baseman goes to her knees to get it. Nice catch. First out. So 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Collier coming to the plate. Collier got a base on balls in her first at bat. And she shows bunt, pulls it back, takes it for a ball. Maggie Stiffel on deck, the first baseman. And there's a ball and bunted third base side. Grabbed there by the third baseman. Nicely over to first for out number 2. So far, the third baseman, Braven Mills, is doing it all for the Vikings. Pop fly, ground out. So now we bring Maggie Stiffel to the plate. She beats it in the dirt and over to the left side. Foul. And we'll be going back to the top of the order here if we have more, with Grace Maurer on deck. Maggie Stiffel playing first base this afternoon, hitting .276. Looks at that one above the eyes. Count evens, 1-1. Two outs in the third. That's wide of the plate for a ball. 2-1. Winds, fires, way up high, 3-1. So Stiffel in the driver's seat here in the count, 3-1. She can take it, she can leave it, or she can pick it if it's in the sweet spot. And that one is low for ball 4. So Stiffel grabs the base on balls, and she trots down to first. There's 2 outs, and we go back to the top of the order. Grace Maurer, the catcher, comes to the plate. Grace has been up twice, scored a run, flied out, and safe on an error. So she's 0 for 1, no, 0 for 2. And that one's high. Maurer hitting .322 on the year for the Rockets. And that's there for a strike. So count evens on Grace Maurer, 1-1. Rockets wearing green and white, got their names on the back of their jerseys. And there's a ball beating the dirt towards third. Pitcher off the mound, in time. Not in time. Grace Maurer with an infield single as she beats it out. And Stiffel moves down to second. Carrie White comes to the plate. The center fielder steps in on the left side. She's 1 for 2. She's got a single, flied out, scored a run, and an RBI. There's a foul at the plate. Carrie White hitting .508 on the year coming into today's game. And that's outside, high and wide. So Kirby's got to come to her now, 2-1. There's on ripped, and I mean ripped, right field. That gets by everybody. That goes to the screen. 1 run in, 2 runs in, and the throw comes in, but no advancement. So Carrie White down there at third base with a triple. She drives in Grace Maurer and Maggie Stiffel. So 2 RBI there for Carrie White. And that brings Olivia Place to the plate, the shortstop. And she looks at 1 high. She's had a single this afternoon and scored a run, Olivia has. Taylor Spence, the left fielder, is on deck. That one's beat over towards the left side, grabbed there by Coach Place. Flip to the third baseman, and now back to the circle. So Olivia Place, the shortstop for the Rockets. 2 runs in and another one standing just at third base. And that's high. So here we go. 2-1. The count. Kirby ready. And that's outside for a ball. So 3-1 right now on Olivia. Olivia hitting .500 on the year, so you expect some decent contact here. She looks at that one. It was a little taken off, went upstairs, so she draws a base on balls, and she goes down to first. Taylor Spence, the left fielder, comes to the plate. Taylor's been up twice, has 2 hits. She has a single, a triple, 2 RBIs. She'll be followed by Elena Crossan, the pitcher. And that one's not there for a ball. Spence hitting .327 on the year with those 2 hits, though. It could have easily jumped 20, 30 more points. So she might be in the 340, 350 range. So not knowing exactly. There's one beat on the ground, foul. She almost had to avoid hitting it as she stepped out of the box, and she smartly did so as she was getting to the front edge of the box. Didn't let it touch her. Taylor Spence, left fielder. There's a pop fly right side over the screen. No play. So Taylor now finds herself in the deficit of 1 and 2 in the count category. Kirby has the advantage. Kirby on in relief in the first. And there's a strike 3 called. So Spence goes down on a strikeout. And in that inning, though, the Rockets push another 2 across. So that makes 8 for the Rockets, 1 for the Vikings. We'll be right back.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us! For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
First pitch to Kaylin Roop was there for a swinging strike. So she finds herself down 0-1. And the next pitch low for a ball. We're now in the top of the 4th here at Anna. And the score is 8 for the Rockets, 1 for the Vikings. And took a little off and got her out on the front. So quickly now, the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kaylin Roop, the starting pitcher, since relieved, and Kirby is doing it. There's a ball hitting the ground, back to the mound, underhanded over to first, in time for out number 1. Very easy and very elementary. So Braven Mills, the third baseman, comes to the plate. Number 21. And she'll be followed by Kenzie Noble, the catcher. Likewise, a big choke up on the bat there by Mills. There's a pop fly behind the plate, over the screen, no play. Raven Mills up once, had a single, got stranded on, forced in a play later in the inning. That pitch was high and wide, so count evens at 1-1. And that's way high. So 2-1. Crossing getting their exercise and really feeling her Wheaties on that one. So nothing Grace Maurer could do to get it. So count goes 2-1, 2-1. There's a ball over the second baseman's head, in the gap, center fielder over, scoops it, picks it up, and fires it back to the inning, back to the infield. So in this inning, Braven Mills is on with a single. Kenzie Noble, the catcher, will be up. Noble was up once, safe on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be a hit. That's in the gap to left center. Center fielder's over, has it, and brings it back and keeps the runners at bay, so they couldn't move any further. So that puts 2 runners on base, and we go back to the top of the order. Callie Teeters. Teeters has been up twice, scored a run. She scored the only run so far. and that ball is low for a ball. She's had a single, and she's had a base on balls. Scored a run, like I said, the only run for the Vikings so far, and that's high for a ball. So Clausen finds herself in a hole. Teeters finds herself at the advantage. Asks for time, gets it, and now the 0-2 pitch fouled at the plate. 2-0 pitch fouled at the plate. 2-1. 2-1 on Teeters. Teeters is an excellent hitter, batting just a little over 400. And that one just a little high, 3-1 now on Teeters. Top of the fourth, 1 out, 2 on. Clausen looks for a signal, and that's high. That's a ball 4. So Teeters draws a base on balls, and that moves everybody up a base. Puts Mills at third, puts Noble at second. As Teeters trots down to first. Abigail Koval at the plate. She's been up twice. Flied to right, and she has a single. So 1 for 2. 1-0 the count, and that's high, 2-0. So Clausen finds herself in a little bit of trouble right now. 1 out, bag's full, and she's behind in the count, 2-0. There's a high fly, left, right center. Center fielder has it. The throw home, not in time. The runners go, not in time. That one gets through the legs of the third baseman. Gets up, and that brings Teeters all the way around to third, as both Mills and Noble have scored. So 1 sac fly there by Koval, and that gets things really churned up for the Vikings as they push 2 across, and they've got another one standing down at third base. So fly there by Abigail Koval, the second baseman, for out number 2. But she finds Teeters standing at third, waiting to score. That brings Kylie Kirby, now the pitcher, to the plate. Kirby was hitting .397 coming into the day's game, and she's already 1 for 2. And the first pitch to Kylie is there for a strike. Flied out to the shortstop last time. Great afternoon for softball. Some breeze, not much. And there's a ball well tagged, gone. Kylie Kirby out of here with a home run. So as she touches them all and comes home and greets her teammates, she gets 2 RBIs there as she pushes Teeters across the plate ahead of her. And that brings the number 4 hitter, Samantha Urban, to the plate. Urban's been up twice, hit by a pitch and a double. Number 3, the right fielder. And she looks at a strike there. So home run on the afternoon here for Kylie Kirby. There's a swing and a miss. Kirby's got 4 home runs coming in today, so this makes number 5. Can't tell you if they're all fence clearers or if they're inside the Parkers, but she's got 5 now on the season, and that's low again. She was hitting just under 400, so you knew she makes contact. There's a pop fly over the fence, no play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. on Samantha Urban. And that's fouled at the plate, back to the screen. Count holds the same. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. But 4 runs in for the Vikings as they push across their first run since the first inning. Eight to 5 here in the top of the 4th, and swung on and missed by Urban. That's out number 3, but the Vikings push 4 across that inning, and the score does move to 8 to 5 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Okay, bottom of the 4th inning, 8 to 5 is our score as the Vikings just pushed 4 across the plate there in the top of the 4th. Now we'll see once if the Rockets can answer. Elena Crossan steps in, 5, 6, and 7 for the Rockets. Pitch there to Elena is outside. She'll be followed by Brandy Weber and Carissa Edwards, the third baseman and the right fielder. Elena Crossan batting .333 on the year and takes that one outside for a ball. So the count goes 2-0 on her. Bottom of the 4th, 8-5. There's one beating the ground, 2 hops to the shortstop. Gloved over to first in time. Crossan's retired on a little 6-3 for out number 1. Brandy Weber, third baseman, coming to the plate. She'll be followed by Carissa Edwards, the right fielder. And that one's way up above her head for a ball. 1-0 on Brandy Edwards. That's low there for another ball. Count goes 2-0 on Brandy. And that's inside. So the count now goes 3-0 on Edwards. She took a quick look. I don't know what Coach Place said to her, but that one's high. Doesn't matter. She didn't offer. She gets a base on ball. She goes down to first. So Carissa Edwards, the right fielder, steps to the plate. She'll be followed by Briella Collier. So the right fielder, she's been up twice, a single, and there's a throw quickly to first, but back in time. Edwards, like I said, a single once and a fly out to third another time. So batting here in the 4th for the 3rd time. The Vikings are having a little conference call there at the circle. No coach involved, just them. Knowing what they're going to do, if there's a bunt, I assume, or where they're going to go if the play comes the other way. They're in front of the bags at both corners, and that's low for a ball. So 2 balls. The count on Edwards. And that's not there either, so the count goes 3-0. Now the Rockets can kind of do what they wish. They can look, they can take, or they can swing. There she swung. Foul ball left side, off the screening. Third baseman trots down, picks it up, and will return it to the circle. So 3-1 on Edwards. Collier on deck right here. And that's outside and high for a ball, so another walk, sending two runners onto the base path. Pushing Weber to second, Edwards at first. Collier hitting from the left side, swings and misses. She's shown bunt several times. Edwards has been up twice, got a base on balls, and then in a bunt attempt was thrown out by the third baseman. And that's high and wide. So count goes 1-1 real quickly. 1-1's the count, and that got too close to the inside. Hit by the pitch. So Collier trots down to first. That pushes Edwards to second and Weber to third. And that gets Maggie Stiffel to the plate. Stiffel's been up twice, a single, and base on balls, and she scored a run. Now she's got a chance to answer for the Vikings top of the inning, as that pitch to her is there for a strike. There's only one out so far. A base hit will get one, maybe two in. And there's a fly to the left side, foul. Outside the fencing. To be retrieved there by spectators and tossed back. So, next pitch, that's popped up. Catcher's got to play. Got her turned around and she couldn't grab it. So Stiffel stays alive because they couldn't play the ball. Those that go straight up are tough to get, and usually they come back towards the infield. So the count holds the same, 0-2, one out, bases are full, that one's high. So Stiffel, almost you could say, with new life. When she should have been out, she's now still batting. See once if she can make it count. And there's a foul at the plate. Maggie Stiffel, the first baseman for the Rockets. One out, three on. And that's high. Count goes to 2-2 on Maggie. So that wasn't close enough almost to offer at. That one's low in the dirt, nicely stopped there by the catcher. So 3-2 on Maggie Stiffel. Got an RBI if she can get a walk, if nothing else. And that's way high. And that brings home a run automatically. So Stiffel gets a base on balls. She goes down to first. And that brings Weber to the plate with the first run in this inning. And Edwards moves to third. Collier moves to second. And Stiffel down to first. That brings us to the top of the order once again. The catcher, Grace Maurer, coming to the plate. Meeting on the mound here with Coach Cadle. And now the ladies are talking amongst themselves. And they disperse. So with one in, one out, bases still loaded. Grace Maurer coming to the plate for the 4th time here in inning number 4. Scored a couple of runs. Safe on an error, flied out, and a single. There's a pitch that gets away and not in time. So wild pitch scores Chris Edwards. So she scored. The runners move up, so we now have runners at 3rd and 2nd. Grace looking at a pitch she can handle. That's not there, so that's off the plate. 2-0. 2-0. One out, though. First out of the inning. And that's high for another ball. 2-0. 2-0. 2 runs are in here in this inning for the Rockets. And swung on and missed. Correct that, it was 3-0. It's now 3-1. Nice change of pace there by Kirby as she took a little off and got the hitter out in front. And there, Maurer takes ball 4. She goes to first base. She'll have her 2nd or 3rd base running appearance coming up. And looks like we're going to change pitchers once again. And we'll go back to Caitlin Roop, I believe, number 42. She started the game, then was relieved in the first by Kirby. Now she's going to re-enter and pitch again. Both of these ladies are freshmen, so their Vikings are putting a lot of their hopes on the pitching staff to come in the future, as both these girls are just freshmen. We'll take a quick break here because we got a couple of minutes because they're going to give her 8 throws, so we'll be right back after this message.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Okay, Caitlin Roop back on the hill for the Vikings. Her first pitch to White was swung on and missed. And there's now the pickoff play. Now back to 3rd there, and she slides in and underneath the tag. So Collier, who got caught off the bag, played it just right. She landed probably awkwardly, almost knocked her breath away as she dove back in underneath the toss from the catcher to the 3rd baseman. And by the time they tagged her, she's back on the bag. So Carrie White remains at the plate. She's had a triple and a double. 3 RBIs. There she pops one over the screening to the left. So the center fielder's got a chance here with the bases loaded once again. Collier on 3rd, Stiffel on 2nd, Maurer on 1st. Carrie White, the center fielder. And that's low for a ball. Boy, backing out of the box can be dangerous to your health. So, bags are full, 1 out, 2 in. Got a chance to get some more. Got friends close by. That one's low and wide. Count goes to 3-2. So something's got to give. No place to put her. White steps back in. And that's outside for a ball. So base on balls. White down to first. And that'll force Collier in on the base on balls, giving White another RBI. Stiffel moves to third. Maurer moves to second. And here's a wild pitch. And that'll get Stiffel home. So she comes home. Maurer moves to third. White moves to second. Now we got a change in the outfield here. Number 19. I don't know who that is either. I am sorry. I apologize. I do not know who the substitutes are. I don't have them on my roster. That pitch is off the plate. So that was a ball to place. She'll be followed by Taylor Spence, the left fielder. Olivia's the shortstop for the Rockets. There's a fly ball in the infield. Shortstop has it. But no fly rule there because no force. So Olivia Place flies out to the shortstop for out number 2. And that'll bring Taylor Spence to the plate as the Rockets have batted around here in inning number 4. Still have 2 on, but 4 runs have crossed. And she swings and misses. Taylor scored a run. She's had a single, a triple, and got caught looking for a strikeout. So 2 for 3. And that's high. Ball down to third, not in time. Runners back safely. Taylor Spence batting for the 4th time here in 4 innings. Aaron Clausen on deck. And there's a pipe cutter right down the center. She might have gave up on that one just a little early, but it was right there on Main Street. The left fielder looks at the windup, the pitch, and that's low and in the dirt for a ball. 2-2, the count on the batter. The next one is high, 3-2. So 3-2, there is a place to put her at first without doing any harm. Taylor Spence, the number 4 batter in the lineup for the Rockets. There's one shot to right. That'll go right to the right fielder, but no play. And Taylor Spence got a single over there. Okay, and that pushes Maurer across the plate, followed by Carrie White. And so that brings Elena Crouch to the plate here in the 4th inning. She started the inning off. Elena Crossan, I'm sorry. She's coming in. She made the first out of the inning. 6 runs in, foul ball hit over the visitors' dugout, out of play. So Elena Crossan coming to the plate for the 2nd time in this inning. Taylor Spence down at first with a 2-run scoring single. And that's there for a strike. So six in this inning. 14-5. That one's high. 14-5 is our running score right now. 6 scored here in this inning so far. Brandy Weber on deck. Time called as Elena steps out. Elena Crossan looking to get something going there. She takes that one high and outside. Count goes to 2-2 on Elena. She's had a single. There's a pop fly to the mound for out number 3. So Elena Crossan flies out to the pitcher for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Rockets push 6 more across in that inning. And so they now lead 14-5 as we head to the 5th inning. We'll be right back.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at bowlerstore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside bowlerstore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out bowlerstore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Ariel Barnes swings and hits the first one up the middle, but nobody can knock it down. It ricocheted off of Clausen on the hill, so Ariel Barnes is on at first with a single. Ashley Kovold coming to the plate. Ashley's been up twice, flied out to the first baseman and the second baseman. That one's hit to right field, and she's out with a fly out there. The throw comes in to try to get the runner behind the runner, but no, she's back in time, so no advancement there. That brings Roop to the plate, number 42. Up twice, grounded back to the pitcher both times. Pitch there is high for a ball. She'll be followed by Braven Mills. This is the 5th in the 4th inning. The Vikings pushed across 4. Some of that basically on the home run of Kylie Kirby, who took one over the fence with a runner on. And there's a swing at right Roop and a miss. So here we go. Roop facing Crossan. That one's way short, off the catcher's chest, and the runner moves down to second. So wild pitch there. Puts the runner on second. Count on Roop, I believe, goes to 3-1. And that's a ball 4. So Roop gets a base on balls. She goes down to first, so now we've got runners at first and second. Braven Mills, the 3rd baseman, comes to the plate. Braven has been up twice, and she's singled both times, scored a run. So 2 for 2 on the afternoon for Braven Mills, the 3rd baseman. And she'll be followed by Kenzie Noble, the catcher. So now we've got a runner once again in number 10. And once again, I'm sorry, she ran earlier in the game. I don't have her number then, and I don't have her number now. Got the number. So we've got a runner at first and second. 14-5 here in the 5th inning. Pop fly in the infield, over the screen. No play. Foul ball. Count goes to 1-1 on Mills. And that is low and inside. 2-1. Mills rips that one up the center. That gets through. That goes to the outfield. The runner at second is coming home. Nope, they hold her. So they hold her, but Braven Mills is on again with another single. She's 3 for 3 in the afternoon. And the pinch runner is over at third. And Caitlin Roop is at second. And Braven Mills is on first. Here's the catcher, Kenzie Noble. And the first pitch to her is at the knees for a strike. Kenzie's had a single today. She scored a run. Safe on a fielder's choice. Goes to third, home. So they force the runner at third on a nice play. So little 5-2 for out number 2. Runners move up. Noble's safe at first on a fielder's choice. So once again, we flip to the top of the order. Callie Teeters has it, gets it by the mound, and now they've got the runner caught off base, but no dice. So Roop scores. She comes in from third because they couldn't make the play. Puts Teeters down at first. We'll give her a single. I don't know. Difficult to call. There's a drive to the shortstop, over to first, and in time. In time. So a little 6-3 for out number 3, but the Vikings push another one across, so that gives them 1 in that inning and a total of 6 on the afternoon. So it now goes 14-6 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Caitlin Roop high-fives her entire infield, gets ready to pitch to the first batter for the Rockets, and that will be Brandy Weber. She'll be followed by Carissa Edwards and Brielle Collier. The starter on the day, but then relieved, and now back to maybe finish. First 2 pitches, though, to Weber are not there for balls, so 2-0 on Weber. The Rockets sent 10 batters to the plate in inning number 4, and they pushed across 6 runs, and they now have the lead of 14-6. I'm sorry. There's a base on balls to Weber. So Carissa Edwards coming to the plate. The right fielder. Timeout for a second here as Coach Cato steps to the pitcher's circle. We might have a pitching change, I'm not sure. take a short break here as they swap pitchers out here, and we'll be right back.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Okay, Callie Teeters now steps to the circle for the Vikings. She was the center fielder. Now she's in on the hill as the Vikings try to stop the Rockets from getting too many runs here, with an opportunity to bat twice more and maybe still bring this game back to competition level. It's 14-6 right now in favor of the Rockets. And the Rockets have a batter on in Brandy Weber. Carissa Edwards steps to the plate. And the first pitch to her is not there for a ball. Edwards has been up 3 times. She's got a single, a base on balls, and a fly out to the third baseman, and she has scored a run. So she's 1 for 2 in the afternoon. There is a rocket, and a double play as bang, bang. So a good rip there by Edwards, and I mean a line drive to 5 for out number 1. So over to first for a second out, a double play, and the first pitch to Collier is high for a ball. She'll be followed by Stiffel. Real Collier. She takes a pitch there, cuts through the middle for a strike. 1-1 to Collier. There's a golf swing that gets the ball out into the grass. Collier is on first with a single. So Collier kind of golfs the ball over the infield onto the grass in front of the center fielder, and she's at first with a nice hit. That brings Maggie Stiffel to the plate. Maggie's had a single, walked twice. There's one hit off the hands, back to the mound, thrown past the first baseman, and all but everybody's safe, so Maggie stayed on an error. So there's an error there, and that pushes Collier all the way to third, so there's runners at first and third, and we go to the top of the order. Grace Maurer is up, and on deck will be Carrie White. There's a pop fly. The left fielder had trouble finding that in the sun. 1 run is in. Throw comes to third. And that'll give Maurer a single and a throw going to second. Carrie White comes to the plate. That puts Stiffel on third. Collier scored. So Carrie White, center fielder, comes to the plate. She's been up 4 times. Double, triple, base on balls. 2 runs scored. And the Vikings have called time. Coach Cato is going to the circle. And they're going to discuss something. So he's looking back in the dugout. I don't know if he's got someone warming up or if he was just checking to see once if he had another person who might be ready to pitch. He's He's looking back to the dugout, almost like he wanted to get a left-hander, but he doesn't. Oh, they're going to intentionally pass Carrie White to first. So Carrie White goes down to first. Grace Maurer is on second. Maggie Stivell's at third. And here comes Olivia Place. First pitch to her is at the knees for a strike. Olivia's been up 4 times. She got a single, base on balls, a couple of flyouts. So 1 for 3 on the afternoon. And she's hitting 500. So if she can make contact here, there's a possibility that she could end this game. There are 2 outs. There's a rocket right to the second baseman on 1 hop over to first in time to retire Place. So that's the 3rd out in the inning. But they push another run across. So that gives them 15 on the afternoon. And they lead 15-5. 15 to 6.
Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Brand Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
All right, you're in the 6th inning now. First person up is Kylie Kirby, the number 3 batter. Kylie had a 2-run homer here in inning number 4. That's her last plate appearance. She's had a single to go along with that. And she flied out to the shortstop. So she's 2 for 3 on the afternoon with a couple of RBIs. Her team's trailing, however, 15-6 here in the 6th. There's a fly, that's going to be foul off the screen. Left fielder picks it up back to the shortstop, and shortstop to the circle. So 6th inning. Kylie Kirby, the shortstop, she'll be followed by Samantha Urban and Ariel Barnes. 3, 4, and 5. There's a high fly to center. And nice catch by the center fielder as she got turned around as she was trying to track that ball right off the bat. She went left and then right. Here you can see it comes right out of the chute. There it is. Now watch her. She goes towards left. Oh my, thank you. The umpire walks right in front of us. And there it is. There's another blast. That goes into center field. Scooped there nicely by the center fielder as she one-hops that. And Samantha Urban's down at first with a single. Ariel Barnes coming to the plate. She'll be followed by Ashley Kovold. Number 10, Ariel Barnes. That one's hit over to left field. So quickly, 2 singles, 2 base runners. Urban over there. Nope. I don't know who the batter was. I said it's Ariel Barnes. It's number 10. She batted for Ariel, and I do not have a number 10 on my roster. It's a Robinson. Okay, I apologize. Let me just look over here. You're right, Faith Robinson. I found her. Foul over here to the left side off the screening. Faith Robinson was the pinch runner as well as the batter in that last bat. So she's 1 for 1. And swung on and missed. So Koval is retired on a strikeout for out number 2. So there's still 2 runners on, and that one's fouled at the plate. Off the catcher. Roop is the batter. Roop's been up 3 times. Base on ball, scored a run and out twice. So 0 for 2 on the afternoon. And that one is there for strike 2. So 0 and 2 on the batter. 2 outs, 2 on. A lot of deuces there. There's a high fly right field. The right fielder Edwards is there and has it. So a couple of nice catches by Edwards and White here in this inning for the Rockets. Helps retire them as there's just nothing there for the Vikings. After 6, it remains 15-6 in favor of the Rockets. We'll be right back.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory.
Hey, thanks for finding that Robinson. She's waiting on the bottom.
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
All right. Bottom of the 6th, Rockets coming to bat. Need 1 to end the game. First pitch was there for a strike. Be Taylor Spence at the plate. 4, 5, and 6. There's a low pitch taken right back through the center. So Taylor Spence, she's on with a single. Spence had been up. She's been up now 5 times, and she's got 4 hits. So Taylor Spence, 4 for 5 on the afternoon. Single, triple, single, single. So Taylor Spence going to get a workout on the base pass. Elena Crossan now batting for the Rockets. There's one hit in the gap, just past the left fielder. Around second comes Spence. Around third comes Spence. The relay in time, and that does it. Taylor Spence scores all the way from first. That's the 10-run rule. After 5, both teams batting, so Elena Clausen delivers a big base hit there. And we have a run-shortened game here in 6 innings, 16-6 in favor of the Rockets over Miami East. We'll be right back after these messages.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
Okay, we're back here at Rockets Field, where the Anna Rockets have, on this opening day of sectional play, come up victorious as they have defeated the Miami East Vikings by a score of 16-6. And in the, if you're not familiar with the rules, the 10-run rule after 5, if everybody's batted equally, that constitutes the ball game. So as we entered the 6th inning, Anna was up 15-6. Their leadoff batter was Taylor Spence. She got on with a single, and then Helena Crossan came up and delivered a base hit that got Taylor Spence all the way around to score the 16th run, and so that concludes the ball game after 6. And our star of the game will be Taylor Spence, with having scored that run there in the 6th inning. That was her fourth. She had her 4th hit in 5 attempts, so she was 4 for 5 on the afternoon. She had 4 RBIs to the best of my tabulations, and she scored 2 runs. So a big afternoon for Taylor Spence, although she had help from a lot of her teammates, don't get me wrong. Carrie White had an outstanding afternoon. Grace Maurer had a good afternoon. Olivia Place had a single and scored a run, and Collier had a couple of runs scored. So it was a team effort, and when you score 16 runs, everybody's got to contribute. But that's the player of the game, Taylor Spence, player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco. All right, just a reminder that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you high school varsity sectional softball. You can see this game on NKTelco Channel 3 or on HD Channel 503. The game will be replayed on Tuesday. This is Monday, Tuesday, May the 7th at 6 p.m. and next Sunday, May the 12th at 1 p.m. You can also watch these games on WSN and on demand on NKTelco Sports Facebook page at nktelco.net. So you can hunt it up and you can watch them anytime that it fits or meets your schedule. We'd like to thank the sponsors who made today's games broadcasts possible. Wilson Health, caring without limits. Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com. Wagner's IGA, serving communities for over 95 years. Grand Lake Health. Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door. Moran's Refrigeration, your appliance expert, serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years. PSG Automotive Outfitters. Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schwieterman Pharmacy. Pharmacies located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapakoneta. New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Minster Dental Health, Dental Care, Francis Furniture. Our keys to the game were brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays were made possible by Winners Meats with quality for over 90 years. Our player of the game was sponsored by NKTelco. And our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First. That pretty much concludes today's broadcast. I'd like to thank our producer-director, Bryce Hamrick, did it all there in the truck. On camera, Mark Fissel does an outstanding job. That's tough following that baseball with those limbs. I'm the announcer, Dennis Henshin. We appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And the final, one more time, Anna 16, Miami East 6, as they'll move on in tournament. Excuse me. That's all for today, folks. Have a good evening.